What if I told you that your mindset is the only thing standing between you and extreme wealth? No, it's not luck, it's not family connections, and it's definitely not some get-rich-quick scheme. Look at the billionaires who built their wealth from scratch. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Oprah Winfrey, and Warren Buffett. None of them started with a golden ticket. They created their own. So how do they think? How do they operate? And more importantly, how can you do the same? Welcome to Financia Scope, the channel that unlocks the secrets of wealth, success, and financial freedom. If you're tired of just watching billionaires and want to start thinking like one, you're in the right place. But before we dive in, ask yourself this. Are you ready to shift your mindset and level up your financial future? If yes, let's get started. Billionaires don't think like everyone else. They see opportunities where others see obstacles. They play the long game, while most people chase quick wins. But what exactly makes them different? It all comes down to 5 key traits. Number 1. They think in terms of ownership, not just income. Most people focus on earning a paycheck. Billionaires? They focus on owning assets. Instead of asking, how much can I make? They ask, how much can I own? Take Jeff Bezos. In the 1990s, he didn't just start a bookstore, he built an empire. His wealth isn't from a salary, it's from owning Amazon stock, which skyrocketed in value. And here's the truth. If you only trade time for money, you'll always have a ceiling. Billionaires break that ceiling by investing in businesses, stocks, and real estate. Number 2. They obsess over long-term thinking. Most people want fast results. Billionaires? They're willing to wait decades. Warren Buffett made his first investment at age 11, but the bulk of his fortune, over 90% of it, came after he turned 50. Why? Because he played the long game, letting his investments compound. So, here's a question for you. Are you making decisions for short-term comfort, or are you building something that will grow for years? Number 3, they solve problems at scale. The bigger the problem you solve, the more money you make, period. Elon Musk didn't get rich by selling a product, he built companies that solve global issues. Tesla revolutionized electric cars, SpaceX reduced the cost of space travel. If you want to build wealth, stop asking, how can I make more money? And start asking, what's a problem I can solve for millions of people? Number 4, they invest in their network. Ever heard the saying, your network is your net worth? Billionaires live by this rule. They don't waste time with negative people. They surround themselves with mentors, innovators, and high-level thinkers. Here's a challenge for you. Look at your 5 closest friends. Are they pushing you forward or holding you back? Number 5, they stay relentlessly curious. Billionaires never stop learning. They read, they ask questions, they experiment. Bill Gates reads about 50 books a year. Warren Buffett spends 80% of his day reading and thinking. The lesson? If you want to reach the top, you have to keep learning. Now ask yourself, which of these 5 billionaire traits do you already have? And which ones do you need to develop? But here's the thing, having the mindset is just the first step. Next, let's break down exactly what billionaires do differently in their daily routines. Imagine starting your morning with purpose, like a billionaire, rather than mindlessly scrolling through your phone in bed. That difference sets the tone for the entire day. Success leaves clues, and if you look closely, you'll see that billionaires follow a strict set of routines that keep them ahead of the game. So, what do they do that most people don't? Let's break it down. Number 1, they start their day with intentionality. Billionaires don't wake up and scroll through social media. They start their day with purpose. Oprah Winfrey starts her mornings with meditation. Jeff Bezos refuses to book meetings before 10 a.m. so he can focus on deep work. The key takeaway, control your mornings or they'll control you. Number 2, they prioritize energy over time. Most people think productivity is about managing time, but billionaires manage their energy instead. Elon Musk splits his day into 5-minute blocks, so he's always working on high-impact tasks. Richard Branson exercises first thing in the morning because he knows that more energy equals better decisions. The bottom line, it's not just about working hard, it's about working smart. Number 3, they say no to almost everything. Warren Buffett once said, "The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything." Think about it. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to something that could change your life. So here's a question for you. What do you need to stop wasting time on? Number 4, they work in deep focus mode. Billionaires protect their focus like it's their most valuable asset, because it is. Mark Zuckerberg wears the same outfit every day. Why? To eliminate decision fatigue. Steve Jobs did the same. The lesson here: minimize distractions, automate decisions, and focus on what actually moves the needle. Number 5, they reflect, adjust, and adapt. At the end of each day, billionaires don't just move on, they reflect. They analyze, they ask, what worked, what didn't, what can I improve? This daily habit of constant self-improvement is what separates billionaires from everyone else. So, here's your challenge. Tomorrow morning, start your day with purpose. Cut out distractions, and focus on the things that actually push you forward. And speaking of pushing forward, next up, we're diving into the smartest ways billionaires make money and grow their wealth. Alright, now let's talk about the part you've been waiting for. How billionaires actually make money. Because let's be honest, if you don't understand how money works, you'll never build real wealth. And here's the brutal truth. Working harder won't make you rich. If it did, construction workers and nurses would be billionaires. Instead, the key is learning how to make money work for you. So, let's break down the 5 smartest ways billionaires multiply their money. Number 1, they build multiple income streams. If your paycheck disappeared today, how long could you survive? For most people, the answer is not long. That's because they rely on just one source of income, usually a salary. Billionaires? They have at least 7 streams of income. Think about Warren Buffett. He doesn't just invest in stocks. He owns businesses, real estate, and licensing deals. Even Oprah Winfrey has money coming from television, book sales, speaking gigs, and investments. The lesson? If you only have one way of making money, you're in financial danger. So, here's a challenge. What's one new income stream you could start building this year? Maybe it's a side business. Maybe it's real estate. Maybe it's investing. The key is to start now. Number 2, they invest their money, not just save it. Saving money won't make you rich. Inflation eats away at your savings every year, meaning your $10,000 today might only be worth $8,000 in a few years. Billionaires know this, that's why they invest. Take Elon Musk. When he made his first millions from PayPal, did he save it? No, he invested everything into Tesla, SpaceX, and SolarCity. And that's how he built his fortune. The biggest mistake people make? They think investing is risky. But the truth is, not investing is the biggest risk of all. If you're not growing your money, you're falling behind. Number 3, they own businesses, not just jobs. Here's the difference between billionaires and employees. Employees trade time for money. Billionaires build systems that make money for them. Think about it. If you stop working, does your money stop too? If yes, then you don't have a business. You have a job. Jeff Bezos didn't become a billionaire by running Amazon himself. He built a machine that makes money while he sleeps. Even if you're starting small, the question to ask is, how can I build something that makes money without me having to be there? Because here's the truth. Real wealth comes from ownership, not effort. Number 4, they use other people's money to get rich. Most people think you need money to make money. Billionaires know that's a myth. They use a powerful strategy called leverage. This means using banks, investors, and partnerships to build wealth. Take real estate. A billionaire doesn't buy a building with their own cash. They take out a loan, rent it out, and let other people's money pay for the asset. This is how Donald Trump built his empire. This is how Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, scaled his real estate business. The key lesson? Stop thinking you have to do everything with your own money. Learn how to use leverage. Number 5, they avoid the trap of lifestyle inflation. One of the biggest mistakes people make when they start earning more money, they spend more. They get a raise and buy a bigger car. They make a bonus and splurge on vacations, and before they know it, they're still broke, just with fancier stuff. Billionaires do the opposite. They live below their means, even when they don't have to. Warren Buffett still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,500. Mark Zuckerberg drives a Honda Accord. Why? Because they understand, wealth isn't about how much you make, it's about how much you keep and invest. So ask yourself, are you spending money just to look rich, or are you investing to actually become rich? Because the hard truth is, most people stay broke because they act rich too soon. Want to know a billionaire's greatest asset? It's not their money, it's their network. There's a reason they say, your net worth is directly tied to your network. Look at any billionaire and you'll see one thing in common: they surround themselves with winners. Number 1, they invest in relationships, not just business. Steve Jobs wouldn't have built Apple without Steve Wozniak. Elon Musk wouldn't have scaled Tesla without a team of brilliant engineers. Success isn't a solo game. The people you surround yourself with determine your future. So ask yourself, are the people around you pushing you forward, or are they keeping you in the same place? Number 2, they follow the 5-minute rule. Billionaires don't waste time on small talk. They use a simple networking hack called the 5-minute rule. If they meet someone valuable, they immediately look for ways to help them. Why? Because they know that giving value first creates strong, long-term relationships. Think about it. If you help someone important, they'll remember you, and they'll help you in return. Number 3, they join exclusive networks. Billionaires don't just rely on luck to meet the right people, they buy access. They join private clubs, mastermind groups, and high-level events where they can connect with other successful individuals. Why? Because opportunity doesn't happen by accident, it happens by design. If you're serious about success, start putting yourself in rooms where wealthy, successful people hang out. Because here's the truth, who you know will open more doors than what you know. Alright, now that you know how billionaires think, work, and make money, how can you apply these lessons to your own life? Here's your action plan. Number 1, start thinking in terms of ownership. Whether it's stocks, real estate, or starting a side business, focus on owning assets, not just earning a paycheck. Number 2, develop multiple streams of income. If you only rely on one paycheck, you're one step away from financial disaster. Start building new income streams now. Number 3, invest your money, don't just save it. The secret to wealth? Make your money work for you. Start investing, even if it's just $100 a month. Number 4, build a powerful network. Your network is your greatest financial weapon. Start surrounding yourself with high-level thinkers and successful people. Number 5, be relentlessly disciplined with your spending. Wealth isn't about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep and invest. Don't fall into the trap of spending just to impress people. Now the real question is, are you going to take action, or are you just going to keep watching? Because here's the truth, billionaires don't wait for opportunities, they create them. So, if you're serious about changing your financial future, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. This is just the beginning. Your journey to wealth starts now. Let's make it happen.